How about this venue, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Todd Grisham, and we are live here at the one-of-a-kind Empire Fight Camp. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
He is the Grand Campeon, Julio Cesar Chavez, multi-time world champion in 3 weight divisions, generally recognized as one of the greatest athletes Mexico has ever produced. Sugar.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories, introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio Cesar Chavez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the...
How will these two fighters handle? The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight. And he caught him there with a left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. I'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. There's a counter shot. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Don't want to go tit for tat there in this fight. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Beautiful counter shot. And he just missed with that left jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they... Here we go. It's round 2. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, Johnny, you know this better than anybody. You have got to be in peak physical condition because they're not going to let you breathe.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Well done with that counter shot. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. He threw a punch and just got countered. That counter punch caught him clean. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch as smart.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that one. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They exchange punches. Good defense stopping that jab. The jab slightly off target. Throwing a hook, but nice defense there. Nice exchange here from both men. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Do you believe what we are seeing? One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Chavez in that last one. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. These punches coming from every angle. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight with fire. Use flame over brawn.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Time for the 5th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
No rest for the weary. Jab does not score. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. Let's start the 6. Gotta be feeling confident heading into this round after knocking their opponent down twice.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nobody home with that hook. Nice counter. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Fantastic punch. That counter shot lands. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Chavez in that last round. A borderline disaster. And there's the bell for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The jab not finding its target. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Much.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Chavez. And we enter the 8th round. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in?
Robinson goes to the canvas. Let's watch that again and replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's why the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You'd like to see more jabs. Dios mío! It's Julio Cesar Chavez gonna go down! Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision.